I'm kind of sad. I kind of like, being savage every now and again. Kind of helps with getting some of those negative vibes out. But people seem to hate it when I do stuff like that. Like, whenever I say anything, even if it's like an obvious troll, if I say something against them, people kind of get frustrated with that. I kind of agree to disagree. If someone's like completely trolling you, sure, you don't want to be mean to them, but trolling them back, I feel like, is understandable, Like, banter's okay. I'm not going to sit here and be like, mean. But banter, when someone's being a complete troll, I feel like is fine. I think what frustrates me, I made a comment last week. What did I say? Oh, somebody was saying, like, you should do this. And I responded with, you should let me play the game. And I immediately felt bad about it. But I shouldn't have, because that person responded and was like, that was a good one, like, all in good fun. But I still felt bad about it, for some reason. I felt like I shouldn't, because I get comments sometimes where people are like, you're so mean to your fans. It's like, I'm not being mean. We're, like, playing around. Like, we're having a good time. Like, the only people I'm, I guess, mean to are, like, trolls, but I'm not mean to them. I just banter back to them. And I usually don't very much, because it usually makes him banter more, but he's already gone, so that's why I said something. But, like, I legitimately felt bad. Like, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have said that, which is bad, because, like, if it's all in good fun, I shouldn't be so wuss about it. I should be able to say something. If I have hundreds of YouTube comments talking about my gameplay, and I got people on Twitch talking about my gameplay, I should be able to, like, respond with something. I shouldn't be just, weak-minded, as that random element was. But, I don't know, it's rough. It's hard, because, like, someone like Alice Empire, right? Me and Alice Empire are great friends. And if he comes on here and he's like, Death, you suck. I can't believe you'd equip that. And I'm like, hey, Alice, why don't you go change your name from Alice Empire to something else, because you suck. I don't know. If I was mean to Alice, like, it's all in good fun. But then people go on the video and they see that and they're like, oh, this guy's a jerk to his fans. I can't believe, what a jerk. And then someone makes a friggin' Reddit thread that's like, this guy's a jerk to his fans. We should all dislike his videos. And then I get like 1,000 dislikes on my frickin' Celeste videos. Like, what? This crap happens. Like, honestly. And so it's so hard for me to, like, say anything anymore. Like, the internet's impossible to deal with anymore, because I have to be careful with, like, everything I say. Someone's just gonna take it out of context and make everything terrible again. That weak-minded attack's actually pretty good. I'm not sure who to give it to, though. I'm gonna give it to you. No, I mean, I don't care about people that say stuff like that. I'm just talking about, like, I don't want people to get the wrong impression, Like, I don't care about people saying whatever the heck they say. I don't care. I've been doing this for over 10 years. I don't give a crap at this point. I did this 10 years ago, making Call of Duty 4 montages. You think I haven't seen trolls? Like, I've seen it, man. I've been through it all at this point. I've seen everything, done everything. I've had people make 100 Twitch accounts, 100 troll Twitch accounts in 3 days to troll me and try to get me banned. Like, I've seen it all at this point, okay? Like, these people don't bother me, but what bothers me is when people get the wrong impression, when, like, someone new comes around and they see me make, like, a joke and they think it's, like, serious. I feel bad. So when I make jokes and stuff, I don't know. It's hard sometimes. I remember I used to make like wife jokes all the time because me and my wife are really like we love making jokes like that. Like I'll make a wife joke, she'll make a husband joke. Like it's not anything, you know, I guess against each other at all. It's like more of talking about the stereotypical funny jokes like that. And I remember when she was on the stream with me one time, and I started saying stuff. Well, we started making jokes like that, and then I started thinking like, can I make these jokes? Like, are people going to be offended by this because I made a joke about my own wife? Like, people will go out of their way to get offended by stuff sometimes. So, I don't know. I guess I wish the internet was a little more, I don't know. Like, to me, there's a difference between me making a joke on my own show and then, like, me tweeting something. You know what I mean? Like, the big thing right now is people tweet stuff like something racist. They'll tweet something sexist, and everyone will jump on them and be like, I can't believe you said that, and we're hating you, and everyone's gonna create a mob to dislike all your stuff and all that. And that I get, because Twitter is like, this is my official view on everything. You know what I mean? Like if you're going on Twitter and writing stuff like that, then you're trying to get as many people to be mad at you as possible. Like you're trying to spread this whatever it is, you know? But for me, this is my show. Like if you're here, you're here for me, probably. You might be here for Chrono Cross, but in that, you know, if you hate me, then you can just watch a different Chrono Cross Let's Play. Like, if you're here, you're probably here because I'm playing Chrono Cross. So, if I make a joke, like, you know that it's a joke, and you know that it's my personal humor, and you know that me personally, I have these core values that you either align with or at least know. So when I say something, like, you know, when my wife walks in and then she's walking away and I'm like, hey, get me a sandwich. Like, you know that I've been married and I'm not sexist because I'm married. She probably wouldn't have married me if I were sexist. So, like, I don't know. It's just if it's my own show and I make a joke and everyone here gets it, then I feel like it's okay. But it's difficult. It's difficult when other people come and watch and they don't get it, you know? And for that reason, every time I make a joke, a lot of times I'll think about it again later and think, should I have made that joke? And that sucks. Because that's not what the internet's about. You know, it should be what you want it to be. I don't know. That's true. That's probably a bad view to have. Married people can definitely be sexist. I think potentially I know more married sexist people than unmarried sexist people. Yeah, that's probably not true. But you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. It just sucks that I can't make some jokes that I want to make. And I have to always, like, be careful and think about every single thing I say because people will take it the wrong way. This guy looks constipated. He does, kind of. I see it. I don't know how we got to this conversation from me playing the game as I want to play it, but here we are. Oh, God. I can't get this green field effect going. Well, it's kind of my fault because I used a green move, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to get into a trap where you feel like, oh great, I'm going to use another green move. It's easy to get into a trap where I feel like, oh, all those people are just snowflakes and they want to be, you know, they're just being too soft and they need to learn to take a joke. But I don't know. Do I agree with that? There's certainly things that I take offense to sometimes, and it's not... I guess the difference with me is that if I was watching a video and someone said something that was offensive to me, I would just either keep watching the video and be like, hey, that was offensive, and then keep watching it because I don't really care that much. Or if it was something that I truly was like super offended by, I would just stop watching. And I guess that's where the difference is, because I don't seem to feel that way a lot about, you know, when I see it, it's always like, I'm offended and you must know about it. And that's the kind of stuff I want to avoid, because I don't want to offend people, and I don't want, you know, to have to deal with that either. I would rather just be, I guess, as PC as possible. That's why several times on the show I've been like, I thought of a joke, but I'm not going to say it. For that, like, exact reason. But I guess my point with all of this, you know, I didn't really mean to make like a whole rant about it, because, you know, it's everyone's opinion really as to what they think. And my mind has changed a lot about it over the years too, you know. But I guess my point with all of this is, it's hard for the streamer to decide what's best for the community sometimes. Like, some people in my chat are totally cool with any joke I were ever to make, and then some people aren't. And then people on YouTube aren't a lot of times. And so even though you guys are okay with it, it doesn't mean that I can just, you know, say it. So sometimes it's hard to decide what's good to say and what's not good to say, I guess. Even though I know everyone here is like, just say what you want to say. That's true. If you get offended by me, then you're probably, for lack of a better term, a snowflake, because I'm very unoffensive most of the time. Like, I try to be as PC as humanly possible most of the time. So if you're offended by my show, you got some things to work out, I think. Yeah. But that's what's funny to me, is that, like, man, I have really tried over the last 10 years to be as PC as humanly possible, and yet I still get it. I can't imagine what some other channels get. But then, you know what really frustrates me is that there's channels that live off of that, you know? That's what's frustrating. Like, I'm sitting here trying to be as PC as humanly possible, and I still get people that are like, I can't believe you put Rasley in the party. That's sexist against male fairies. And I'm like, what? Who is this person who's offended by this? But then there's channels that are like racist on purpose. Like they feed off of that. They like say racist stuff, say sexist stuff, you know, like try to get a rouse out of people, and they're like super successful. And I look at that and I'm like, dude, I can't even be racist against made up fairies in a video game, and yet you're here like, you know, with your super prank channel. Today we're gonna prank girls by kissing them on the lips when they're not ready for it. Duh. And like billions of views, you know? It sucks. I wish I could do that. I wish I could just be like scum of the earth and make money. Just kidding, I don't wish that. I think I'd rather not be the scum of the earth and not make money. That's my specialty. That's my specialty, being not a scum but also not making money. Yeah, it's an interesting place. It's interesting being like one of the head people when it comes to Final Fantasy VII, because so many people are like so elitist when it comes to Final Fantasy VII, and I can't say anything without offending everyone. Like, I can't say one bad thing about anything. The remake, the original game, any of the ports. I can't say anything bad about any of the characters. I can't say that Tifa's bust size is too big. I can't say that Yuffie isn't the greatest character ever created. I can't say that Red 13 isn't the greatest character ever created. I can't say which one's my favorite. I can't say which one's my least favorite. There's nothing I can say about Final Fantasy VII without somebody being like, you're wrong, everything you say is wrong, unsubscribing. So, like, how do I make everyone happy in that space? I just don't. I just say what I want to say, and, you know, that's the way it's going to be. And that's what I've learned, you know, over doing this for so many years, is that, you know, there's like two ways you can go. Either you just give your opinion, or you try to, like, say what's true. And I've learned that either way you're screwed. You know? No matter what, even if you just say it's your opinion, people are still going to be mad at you for your opinion. And so you just have to take the loss at that point. You just have to say, you know, anyone that thinks that saying your opinion is wrong, those people aren't going to like my channel, and that you just have to deal with that. You know? There was a time when I tried to make everyone happy, and I tried to say, like, you know, here's my opinion, but for those of you that don't like opinions and just want facts, here are what I think the facts are, maybe, but, like, it's just impossible. You have to cut your losses and be like, listen, this is what I think. If you're a right-minded individual that can understand that we think different things, then welcome to my channel. If you can't handle it, then get out. And that's what you gotta do. There's no other way around it. It's much better to just be yourself, say this is my opinion. If my opinion is too cringy for you and you can't stand it, then you'll just have to go somewhere else. And I say that a lot, and I feel like some people are irked by that. Like, you shouldn't ask people to go somewhere else, but that's kind of my way of doing things, to be honest. I'd rather people leave than, you know, try to pander to one person that wants to ruin everything for everyone else. I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years, so at this point, I think it's safe to say that everyone realizes I don't do this for the views. A lot of people say that, but they don't mean it. I think, hopefully, I've built up enough reputation at this point that you believe me when I tell you I don't make videos for the views. And so when I have a chat of 30 people who I love and have talked to over the last 2 years and literally know them by name, I know their children's name, I know, you know, their place of business, I know everything about these 30 people in my chat. They are personal best friends of mine. And someone comes in and they're like, you're all dumb and I hate you all, but I'm gonna stay here because you need the views, haha. And they donate 1,000 bits and they're like, ha, I donated bits so you can't ban me now, I'm gonna be a jerk off. I don't mind banning them at all. I don't need your views, I don't need your money. I want a nice community full of well-rounded people who I love and that we can enjoy stuff together. I'm not gonna make these people suffer. I've seen channels before where they're like, well, this guy donated bits, so I don't want to ban him. And so everyone else in the chat has to suffer with this jack-off because he has money. And that's just not my way to do it. Like, I've done this for long enough to realize that 30 people in your chat that you love is so much more important than one person who's willing to give you money. So much more important. Like, you will just not be happy if you have 50 people in your chat that are like that rather than 20 people who are amazing. You will just be much happier. Everything will be better, you know. And I guess, like, a lot of people ask me, you know, like, about advice with being a Twitch streamer and stuff. And I think maybe that's the best thing about, or like, I guess the best thing I could tell you if you were to ask me, you know, what I want to be a Twitch streamer, what do you recommend? Is just surround your stream with good people. That's the big thing. Don't worry about how many viewers you have. Worry about what viewers you have. That's probably the best advice I could give. Try to surround yourself with cool people that you love and that you can joke around with and that, you know, you can appreciate. Don't worry about how many of them are there. Worry about which ones are there. I did this stream for a year to 5 people, and it was the best streaming time of my life. Sorry if I... Sorry, this place is good. This part's good too. But I gotta admit, back when I was streaming for 5 people, it was incredible. It was just like me and 4 other people, and we just like... I used to do streams where we would just play Doom, because I wanted to play Doom, and they were like, let's play Doom. And we just talked about Doom, and we just talked about life, and it was amazing. And I do not take those times for granted. Being here now, I do not take those times for granted one bit. Those were amazing times. And I still have most of the people that were there then are still here now. And I love having them around and remembering those times. I stole a tornado. That's a weird thing to steal. So yeah, it's just, I would say, if you're looking to start anything, Twitch channel, YouTube channel, Twitter meme account, whatever you're looking to start, worry about the quality of the people that are following you, not necessarily how many are following you. And I know that could be tough, especially if you get into it for the money, you know. Did you just double hit Razzly? You're a jerk, you know that? I know it can be hard when, like, you gotta pay the bills, so you need this many people to pay the bills, but it really is so important just to have the right quality of people, because if I had started my stream and I had, like, 30 trolls and I let them stay around, it would have just breeded more trolls, and now I would be at 100 trolls. Instead, I started with 5 amazing people, and those amazing people brought in more amazing people, and now we have 100 amazing people. So, although it might seem slow at first, it's worth it in the end. At least it was for me. I don't know if it would be the same for everybody. I mean, I owe almost everything to those 5 people because they were the people that brought in the good people, you know. When someone would come in, they would see me and be like, this guy's alright, you know, he's not a complete jack-off, that's cool, maybe I'll watch him for a bit. And then my awesome chat is what kept them around. For them to be like, hey man, welcome to the stream, how's it going, you know, and really, like, I guess connecting with them, really wanting them, making them want to stay because of the connection in the community that they were seeing. I mean, I could say right now, press 1 in the chat if someone in the community was part of the reason as to why you stayed. I bet you we'd get a lot of ones. You know, whether or not it was you came here and Magic Man was like, hey man, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. And you're like, wow, you know, what a great community. I get so many people that say, like, you know, I stayed here for the community, and I have no one but the community to thank for that. I can be a great streamer or a bad streamer, but I can't make people stay. Like, I feel like the community is what does that. And the fact that they, like, follow me around to everything that I do, and whether or not it's YouTube or whatever, I think they're what makes me successful. Especially because, you know, I've seen channels that do great things, but they don't have a lot of viewership. So I could have done great things or bad things. I see channels that do great things that have no viewership, and I see channels that do crappy things and have great viewership. And so for me, I don't think it's as important as the content you're making. It's more of the community you create. If the community is good, people will stay. If the community is good and your content isn't complete crap, if it's complete crap, then maybe you need to work on your stuff. But I feel like 90% of it's the community, man. I really do. I feel like so much of it is just who you keep around and how you interact with the community and just breeding good people. So I don't say it enough, but I feel like so much of my success is because of you guys. I just do my best to not make crappy content. And every once in a while I make a funny joke. And you guys do the rest. Also, this guy finally died, GG. Finally. Is Rasley back alive? Yeah, I just, I give so much props and love to my community because I feel like I wouldn't be a quarter of the channel I am if it weren't for my community. I think if I were to make that amazing niche Final Fantasy VII video right when Final Fantasy VII was popular, I would have still gotten a lot of views. But that's all it would have been. A video with a lot of views, and then I would be here alone. But because of my amazing community, people come here all the time and they're like, hey, I saw your Final Fantasy VII stuff, and I'm like, hey, thanks for coming. And then the community is what makes them like, oh, maybe I should watch this guy for more than just his Final Fantasy VII stuff. Maybe he's pretty alright. He's got a pretty cool group of lads with him. So you guys you're it, man. Do I have anything that doesn't suck? No? Okay. Also, Jet, thank you for the brand new sub. I don't remember if I said thanks or not because you subbed in the middle of me talking, but thank you, my man. Welcome to the crew. Enjoy your brand new green materia badge. So glad to have you part of our amazing community now. Yeah, I probably should, reiterate. Maybe I don't say this enough. When I say community, I really do, mean everybody. You don't need to be part of the Twitch to be part of the community. I've seen some people say, oh, I watched on YouTube for a while, and I finally joined Twitch, and now I can be part of the community. No, man. You're part of the community. If you watch the videos and you don't just post absolute garbage in the comments. But no, you watch the videos and I've had people email me and tell me stuff and you're part of the community, man. No matter what. You don't have to be, if you are just out there watching and you've contacted me before through anywhere, or even if you don't contact me and you just watch. I still consider you part of the community. I know I rag on YouTube all the time, but I'm not ragging on everybody. I'm ragging on the, the stuff that goes on. Because some crazy stuff goes on YouTube, but There are, 90% of the people that watch my YouTube videos aren't people who comment. They're just people that watch. And those, I think that all of you are part of my community. Anytime I get an email and they're like, hey, I've been watching you for a while, you're it, man. You're the community. Just because you don't come to Twitch and talk nonstop or email me every week about your dinner plans doesn't mean you're not a friend of mine. Can I tell you a secret? Don't let anyone know. This is secret. If you only watch my YouTube videos and you don't ever comment or send me an email or contact me in any way, but you just watch and enjoy it quietly, I kinda like you more than a lot of the people who do talk to me. So... Yo, old time Revenant, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Appreciate it. And thanks for all the great times on YouTube and Twitch and the great community that you have fostered, Death. Thanks, man. Hey, I said some, not all. Hey! Don't get it twisted. I said some. Guess that's me. I told you it was a secret. I like the lurkers more than me. Wow, I missed everything. Okay. I guess I have a fireball. I missed everything. I laughed so hard I started to cough. RIP! Why did you just say RIP? This game was ahead of its time. It was saying RIP before RIP was even popular. Favorite comic relief character? Kate Sith, 100%. I love that time he tried to dance when Eris died, and it wasn't funny. That was the best. I don't know. I don't tend to like the comic relief characters, to be honest. Steiner? Okay, Steiner's pretty good. No, Eris doesn't die. She just goes to sleep. Like, I don't like Steiner, but I like him as a comic relief. Does that make sense? Like, I don't like his character, but, like, I like making fun of his character, you know? Like, he's funny because he's hilarious to, like, make fun of. I'll go this way. I love Rusty. Can we talk about how much I still hate frickin' Dagger? I think I need to go this way. I kind of got lost because I was talking. I think I'm going this way. I think. What? Is there anything even over here? I guess the chest was over here, right? So then I was down here. Crap. I hate Dagger's character. Like, I hate her name. I hate her character. She's like the stereotypical, I'm rich, but I want adventure. And I just don't like that character much. I just don't think it's that interesting. To be honest, I haven't played Final Fantasy IX all the way okay. That happened. I haven't played Final Fantasy IX all the way through since I was a kid. So maybe there's more to her character that I haven't really fleshed out in my head yet. But to me, I just don't like the idea behind her character. I never liked the, you know, I'm too pampered, so I need adventure character. Like, there's definitely a good character model there. I just don't personally think it's that interesting. Like, it's not bad. It's not one of my favorite plot points, elements. She's still bad. There's more for you to get, but she's still bad. I appreciate that. I appreciate the honesty. There's more for you to get, Death, but she's still bad. I guess, like... Oh, yeah, see Arco. Thanks for stopping by, man. I guess part of it is, like, I didn't like her character to begin with, and then the dagger thing happened, and even as a kid, I thought that was so stupid. So that just, like, cemented her as a bad character forever for me. You know? Like, even as a kid, I was like, what kind of stupid name is that? So, I was kind of frustrated with her character right off the bat. You know, maybe Salt and Pepper will be my new favorite comic relief characters, because honestly, they're pretty hilarious. And I like how they're the tutorial. So it makes the tutorial, like, more fun because you get to see more of them. Honestly, I'm just a sucker for a good tutorial because they don't exist anymore. Last time I played a game with a good tutorial was never. Well, I was like, I don't know. How old was I when Kingdom Hearts came out? That's the last good tutorial I can think of. Didn't I come? I'm lost. The last good tutorial I played was Dishonored. That's a PS3 game. Dishonored had a good tutorial because it was almost non-existent. There was one little really fun section where it taught you how to dash, and then everything else was just text you had to look at that didn't stop the gameplay. So, that was good. You know, you want to talk about, like, pet peeves. We were talking about pet peeves earlier, talking about, like, people that see me do something in a game and they're like, I can't watch this. You want to know what that is for me? You want to know, like, my pet peeve when I play a game and it happens and I'm like, I no longer want to play this game? When you get into the tutorial and they say, use the right analog stick to look around. Look at the targets. As soon as I want to quit immediately. I don't, like, it just, every time, man. Every time, it's like the most frustrating guy, like, why? Why? Just why? I'll tell you, I'm going to tell you something right now, and I'm willing to back this up, okay? I'm willing. I don't know if she would ever come on my show. I doubt it. I extremely doubt it. I 99% sure doubt it. But I'm willing to back this up with actual fact. My mother has never played a video game in her entire life. She played Pokemon Go for like 2 seconds and didn't get it. And that's the only game. She's the only mother on the face of the planet that hasn't played like Candy Crush or anything like that. She has never, ever in her life even touched a video game. I promise you, if I gave her a controller in a first-person shooter game and said, figure it out, one of the first things she would figure out is that the analog stick let her move, like, look around. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind. One of the first things she would do is be like, oh, I can look around with this. And she would not need a freaking look over to the left. Now look over to the right. Now look up. Now look down. And yet, I've played so many games. And it's always the same. They always try to come up with some stupid... Yeah, we're trying to get your visual technology working. If you could, we're trying to calibrate your visual sensors. If you could please look to the left. Okay, good. Now, could you please look to the right? Okay, now, could you look up? It's like, come on. Holy cow. How brain dead. And it's always, they always make you do all 4 cardinal directions too. It's never like, look left, look right, okay, you got it. It's always look left, look right, look up, look down, look at this target, look at that target. I've had games where you have to look at like a bunch of targets. They make you sit there and do it for like a minute. Now look at this target that's far away. Now look at this target that's close. Now look at this target that's behind a wall. Oh my god. I mean, it's like, not only has video games been a thing for forever, but kids nowadays grow up with almost like an innate ability to pick up a video game and play it. Even a kid that's never played video games before, they don't even need it. They get it. You know? The other good one is press X to jump. Always love that one. As if literally not every single person on the planet, when looking at a controller, wouldn't try X first. No, I think I found my way now. I say that as I'm going around in a circle. Yeah. Don't mind me. My favorite is when they tell you how to swing a wrench after you've been in 2 battles already. Oh, you mean lightning returns. Of every game I've ever played in my life, Lightning Returns has the worst direction of any game ever. I don't think I'll ever play a game with worse direction than Lightning Returns. I could try my hardest to find a game with worse direction than Lightning Returns, and I don't think I'll ever find it. I don't think I will. I think it's forever ingrained as the worst game of all time in terms of getting the player to do what you want them to do without overburdening them. I mean, it was to the point where I think it was glitched. The Watchkeeper faces north as we defend the fort. What? Oh, okay. Oh. Alright. I'm dead. Hey! You know, it got to the point where, like, I was halfway through the game and the game was telling me how to attack things. Like, I mean, it was that bad. It wasn't just stuff that I thought was stupid, it was stuff that was legitimately, like, broken. There was all the stupid time gimmick stuff. There was, like, the clocks being in different times. There was, in that game, if you've never played it before, Hope is the name of the, like, Nami character that constantly tells you what to do. Hope would literally talk over himself. He would interrupt himself. He would tell you, Lightning, you need to be at this place at 6 p.m. And halfway through his sentence, he would start saying something else, and you would miss what he was going to say. Be like, hey, Lightning, you need to be there at exactly, hey, Lightning, make sure you use potions. And you would miss what he was going to say. It was... Ooh. I'll never forget. I will never forget that game for as long as I live. Flame Charm. I know I'm getting all these trap elements, but I don't really want to use them. Like, I get what they're for, but... Magma Burst. Have I played Kingdom Hearts 3? Yes, we actually did a marathon on the stream where I played through and 100%ed every Kingdom Hearts game ever made. We did that a few months ago. And we ended it with Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 was, if you're talking about tutorials, it was okay. It wasn't the worst. But, a little sad because back in the day, Kingdom Hearts 1 has probably my favorite tutorial I've ever played, or at least one of, and if I ever I want to make a video someday about tutorials, like good ones and bad ones. And I think Kingdom Hearts 1 might be like my #1 tutorial of all time. I have a lot to say about that tutorial. I just think it was done in a way that is fantastic. So, you know, it sucks when, like, 3 doesn't, but I mean, it was alright. Hey, how do I say your name? Raichi? Raichai? Or is it, like, Ricky? Oh, it's just Richie. Okay. That's a lot easier. I figured, I tried to overcomplicate it. Richie, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate it. Welcome to the crew, my man. Enjoy your green materia badge and your emotes, and welcome to our fantastic community. I try to overcomplicate it. Well, you know, because sometimes I'll get a name that's like Carl. I'm like, hey, Carl, and they're like, actually, it is Carly! Carl! You have to say it like that, Carl! That's okay. You can, I'm kind of like that too, though, because I, like, force everybody to always, lowercase my name. Because I've had my username for 10 years, and it was always lowercase. I always made it lowercase. That was part of, like, my identity. It's always lowercase. Lowercase d, lowercase u. And so whenever anyone capitalizes it, I get, like, slightly triggered. I'm like, yeah. But I don't want to say anything because it sounds, you know, it sounds really stupid to be like, you capitalized my name. It's not supposed to be capitalized. But but it is kind of part of my identity, so part of me wants to be like, it should be undercase. Usually I just, like, if it's something that's not that important, I just don't say anything. But when it's something that's, like, important, or it's something of mine, or then I'll tell people to change it. Most of the time I just ignore it because I don't want to sound too terrible. Or just all caps. All caps is fine too if you're yelling it. You always yell my name. That's part of it. You have to yell it. I have very specific details for my name. Very, very specific rules. What in the name of everything? This looks like the Sun Boss from Chrono Trigger. Okay, that's terrifying. Oh my god, his name is Son of a Gun. I can't even. Son of a gun. Wow, that did like no damage. What the heck? Oh my god, nothing's doing any damage. Did he just sneeze on me? Looked like he sneezed. I don't have that much dark stuff. Hey, how's it going, sis? Okay. We got a code red. This guy doesn't take any damage from anything. Kissy Wissy. Alright, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I'm gonna have to call the stream here, guys. I gotta go get some brain bleach for that. What I just saw. I'm gonna have to call it a day here. That was absolutely horrifying. Do you take damage yet, or what? It said he changed. No, he's still not taking any damage. It said mode change, but I don't know what that means. Ow. I don't know what to do. Okay, wait, he's frowning. Does that mean I can do damage now? I can't tell because Razley doesn't do damage. Please tell me I can do damage because he's frowning. I mean, that was a little bit of damage. I'm still not doing a lot, but... Did you just change my color from holy to holy? No! Crud. I still can't believe this guy's name is Son of a Gun. Wow, it did 1 damage. I don't know, man. I don't know how this works. I could lower his defense, but that probably won't do much. Well, that don't look good. Ow. Oh god, he's smiling. I don't know what that means. It means he's taking like no damage again. Well, this is kind of a problem because the field's full holy now. We need to get rid of this before he attacks. I don't care what it is, as long as it's not holy. There's gotta be a trick to this, but... don't know what it could be. What if this just outright killed him? All that and then it just said miss. I mean, it's gotta have something to do with this mode change. But even when he's frowning, I don't do a lot of damage. I guess maybe he just has really high defense, and it's even higher when he's smiling or something. I don't know why darkness attacks do no damage to him when he's holy. Is it because they're gravity and he's flying or something? Because I used a gravity attack at the beginning and it did okay damage. I used graviton. And that was alright. Oh, that was a weird boss. You blocked my black attacks, but they don't even do damage. Is he dead? Thank God. You are terrifying. I guess he just had a lot of defense. Alright, well, let's go ahead and see what this is. I was gonna save and quit, but let's see what this does. Okay, that's the final one we need. Does that take us up there? I guess so. Alright, I'm gonna leave you on a cliffhanger. Sorry, YouTube. Leaving you on a cliffhanger. That's a good place to stop, so, because we just gotta go forward. So, that will be it for the Chrono Cross Let's Play. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for being a part of my amazing community. All of you out on YouTube as well as on Twitch. You're all just as important to me as my own big toe. And my big toe is important because if I didn't have it, I'd fall over all the time. And that's the metaphor I'm trying to make. Without you, I would fall over all the time. But because you're there, and because you're my big toe, I will stand forever. Yeah. Just think about it. Just let that... I'll see you next week for more Chrono Cross Let's Play. Say goodbye to YouTube, everyone here on Twitch. We'll see ya. You guys will be seeing, if you're a Patreon member, you'll be seeing some scavenger stuff soon. If you're not a Patreon member, then you'll be seeing it in the future when I do a real playthrough of it. So, you know, keep that in mind. Whether or not you're a Patreon member or not, you will be seeing the scavenger mod, Final Fantasy VII scavenger mod, soon. If you're a Patreon member, you'll get a little early. But yeah. Hope you enjoy the scavenger mod in the future when you see that. And hope you continue to enjoy the Chrono Cross Let's Play. And we'll see you next week.